It's Brian, Atlanta Hot Tub Center, and Tub Talk 101, and today we are going to talk about tips and tricks. We are going to try to make it easier for you and your family to maintain your hot tub with a few tips and a few tricks that most dealerships aren't going to tell you. Now, you may find out about them after using your hot tub, but I'm going to try to be proactive, okay? And I'm going to kind of put some numbers in front of them just to kind of separate the different topics, all right? So number one, guys, simply put, filling your spa. It is important to you. It is important for your hot tub to be filled through the filter well, okay? If you buy your hot tub from a dealership, the dealership should be delivering your hot tub, and therefore they should be filling it and getting it going for you. So they should make sure that that hose is inside of that filter well. But for future fills, you want to make sure that you put your hose inside of your filter well. And for the people who buy off of the internet, Costco, Sam's Club, Home Depot, Lowe's, all those guys, they drop it off the front of your driveway. So this would be very important for you to know, right? Because you're going to be filling the hot tub yourself and you don't want to have an airlock situation, okay? So tip number one, fill your hot tub through the filter well. Tip number two, startup chemicals, guys. It's very important that as you add startup chemicals to spread them out. Don't add them all at once. You can have a chemical reaction. I normally suggest a good 20 or 25 minutes in between adding certain chemicals into the hot tub water. Number three, clean your filter. Guys, this is really, really important, not only for your hot tub, but for you, because if your filter gets really, really dirty, okay, for one, it's gonna stop picking up the particles and such in the water. Your water quality is gonna go down, but it can affect the way your hot tub heats and pumps water. So it's very, very important that every 3 or 4 weeks you pull your filter out. Doesn't matter what brand you have, doesn't matter how much you use it, doesn't matter. There's there's hot water contaminants and such. So no matter what, you need to pull that filter out and clean it every 3 or 4 weeks, whether you're using the hot tub or not. Number four, replacing your filter. Guys, replace your filter on time. This is important. Most filters last anywhere between 18 months to a couple of years. Some filters have an extra filter on the inside, a micro filter. A lot of hot tubs use those to really pick up smaller particles and such in the water. Those have to be replaced more frequently, but I do like them because it goes to water quality. Normally it does give you a little bit better water quality in the hot tub. Guys, number five, shock oxidizer. Guys, you're gonna have a bottle of this, or you should have a bottle of this when you receive your hot tub. And I'm a big fan of adding a tablespoon to the hot tub when you get out. Reason being is you bring bacteria into the water when you get in, and that's when your chlorine or bromine really becomes active, starts invading and destroying the bacteria you brought into the hot tub, and then you're left with an actual waste from those particular chemicals called bromamines and chloramines, and they can wreak havoc on your hot tub water. So if we can clean that up right away, it's just going to give you a better experience with your hot tub, right? You're gonna have better water quality. So once you use it, you jump out, you can throw that shock oxidizer in there, and we can really clean up those chloramines and bromamines right away, all right? Guys, balance your pH. Guys, I can't say this enough. If your pH levels are off and the water is acidic, the problem that you're gonna have is no matter how many chemicals you add into the water, it's gonna burn it off almost right away, so it's gonna have no effect on the water, and you're just gonna continue to struggle to get your water right. So it's important to take that extra amount of time and really keep your pH balanced in your hot tub throughout the ownership of it. Another great little tip and trick that I really, really like, guys, this will be number 7. Another tip and trick that I really, really like is a scum ball. So it's kind of interesting. You can buy all different types of scum balls, scum bugs, all these different, but basically what it does is it is a material that expands, that actually soaks up skin oils and hair products and body oils and such to really help keep that water, again, clean and clear. And guys, scum bugs are cheap. I hear people talk about tennis balls. I'm not a huge fan of a tennis ball going into a hot tub because they do use chemicals and such to make that tennis ball, and I want to avoid soaking in those particular chemicals. A scum bug and a scum ball are designed for the hot tub specifically, so why not use that? And quite frankly, they're relatively pretty cheap. guys. So number 8, guys. Number 8 is a product called Bright and Clear, which is right here. This neutralizes and removes small particles in the water that will not be removed otherwise, okay? If you're using your hot tub a lot and you struggle with foam and cloudy water, I would suggest a Bright and Clear regimen, but you have to be careful. If you add too much Bright and Clear to your water, you can create a mess and you'll be out there scrubbing. And if this does happen to you, it's not the end of the world. You just want to go forth and use magic eraser and some elbow grease and get it off of there. Best thing to do is just add a very small amount. Just add like a ½ ounce of this stuff a week, and it will help to keep your water clean and clear. So another tip and trick. So number 9, guys, don't turn your temperature down, okay, to then turn it back up, okay? Why? Because your hot tub is really designed to maintain the particular temperature that you set it at, right? So you don't want to go down to go back up. You're actually putting more pressure on your heating system, and therefore it would actually cost you more money to do it that way. So again, just leave your hot tub at the set temperature that you have it at, all right? Economy mode and standard mode. I'm not going to dig in too much. I have some other videos on this, but you know, especially if you're in a very warm climate, you need to make sure that you get into economy mode in summer to try to help keep that water a little bit cooler for you. But don't forget to go back into standard. Don't forget to go back into heat on demand come winter. Okay, because otherwise the hot tub will kind of be cold and you'll be saying, hey, I thought about a hot tub, not a cold hot tub, right? So that's important. Guys, number 11, take care of your cover. And how you take care of your cover, 303 Aerospace. If you have the Sunbrella material cover, which is the newest and latest and greatest in the cover industry, you want to use 303 Fabric Guard. If you have a vinyl cover, okay, which most people will have who are watching this video, I'm sure, because that's what's been around much longer, you want to use 303 Aerospace Vinyl Protectant. I suggest these two products because I've used them for over a decade and they work well, and customers are very, very, very happy with that. Guys, let's jump into number 12. What product to use to clean your hot tub? Okay, so you want to be careful because you don't want to use like a Dawn, like a dishwashing soap, right? Because if you were to scrub it with a dishwashing soap and fill it back up, you turn the jets on, you're gonna have a bubble bath. I mean, your cover may even start walking away. I've actually seen that before, believe it or not. So you want to make sure you use something more like a degreaser, and it's very, very important when you clean your hot tub to get all of that degreaser out of the hot tub before you fill it back up, because you don't want an oil, you know, some of that degreaser oil kind of lingering in the water, right? Again, it's just gonna make it hard to balance. It's not pleasant. So, you know, I would definitely suggest using something like, you know, Simple Green or Orange Clean. Those are some products that we've used here that we've had a lot of success with. Draining and refilling your hot tub, guys. You know, another tip and trick here, guys. This is number 13. You know, draining and refilling your hot tub. So it's TDS driven. However, if you really want to keep that water clean and you want to make it as easy as possible for you to maintain, simply put, drain and refill it every 4 months. It doesn't matter if you have a salt system, chlorine, bromine, whatever it is you're using, it doesn't matter. Don't listen to what anybody tells you. It's TDS driven. Doesn't matter what chemicals you're using. Every 4 months, guys, you really want to take the time to go forth and drain it and refill it. And don't remember when you refill it to do what? Stick the hose inside of that filter well. Guys, the skirting, you know, on the newer tubs in the industry, the skirting, you just spray off with a garden hose. Number 14, you can spray it off with a garden hose. You can wipe it actually with the 303. The 303 has a little SPF in it, and we wipe it with 303 actually, the siding on the hot tubs, to really help keep it to help condition it and keep it from fading and so forth, right? Even though the panels are plastic. I mean, being out in this Georgia heat, or if you're in a place in high heat, you get 10, 15 years down the road, it's possible that they might fade. So, once a year, twice a year, you can go out, just take a rag and kind of wipe it on there and spend the time to, do it and do it right, guys. And that would be number 14. And, finally, guys, interesting enough, number 15. And, ultimately, this is really, really, really important for you. Great tip, set your filter cycles, guys. When you get your hot tub, depending on how much you use it, some will have 24-hour circulation, some will not. But setting your filter cycles is a pretty big deal on keeping your hot tub water clean, right? Because these systems we talk about, ozone and Clear-Ray and such, in any system in our industry, they aren't actually working unless water's passing through them, right? So with that being said, the more circulation, the more your filter cycles run, the more you're going to limit the growth, slow down the growth of bacteria in your hot tub. And what does that mean for you? Well, that means less maintenance, right? That means less of your time going out and having to maintain the hot tub. So those are 15 tips and tricks from Brian at Atlanta Hot Tub Center. Sure do appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, you can always comment below. Thank you. Have a great day.